Okay, I think this is big, right? We've been waiting for AI to have a real impact to people in a way that doesn't require all the coding and so forth. Well, this is Microsoft CoPilot for finance. What we're seeing here is we've taken some data from a bank statement as well as the budgets that we had from a particular trip. You can see we've got a number of days of costs there, expected budgeted costs, and some categories and some values in there. And then we've got all the bank statement information that comes for those same days and is categorized into these things. So one of the things we've done is we've changed it to Australian dollars in there, but that's about all we've done to the data. Right? So we've got all this information that's ready to go. Now, typically we would do this sort of activity at the end of the month. Then the amount of data might be much bigger, and then we would go through a process of reconciling that data. So what we're going to do is we're going to say what we want to reconcile one thing against to the other. So we've got our budget, and we're looking at that particular table, and we actually want to compare that and reconcile that against our costs and everything that's come out of the bank. So what's happening now is we're just showing that which tables we're after. We hit next. It's driving those reconciliation rules. So what do we want to compare against? So we've got date, expenditure, category, and budget, and then date, category, budget. And of course they could have different names, so we're aligning the two there. But then all we need to do now that we're happy with those things are reconciling, is hit next, right? And we'll automatically get that reconciliation happening. And so here's our categories and so forth. And now we're going to go and we're going to push the button next, and it's going to do our reconciliation. So it's created our reconciliation report for us. Now this is cool on its own. We've got each date, where the unmatched transactions are against the trip budget and the bank statement. So you can see the differences in there as well. So we didn't have any miscellaneous on the 21st, for example, and so forth and so forth. We've got some potentially matched transactions in there. We can see there's a $180 difference in there. But more importantly than this, and all of the numbers and the spreadsheets, because some of you will have automated this process already, is that when we look on the right over here and we start to bring that out and expand it out, we've actually got a written reconciliation report summary already done, right? And the reason this is important is because in my experience, when we've worked with people who have a really large charter of accounts and they try and do reconciliations at the end of the month, it could take a long, long time. But here, what we've done is we've compared two things. We've allowed AI to do a whole bunch of the rest. It creates all of that text for us, and the other things that we're able to do are include that in a summary and move forward. So I think this is a real winner. Let me know.